after the Zimmerman verdict, a 25-year-old by the name of A.J. Bohannon went to this mall called Town East Square Mall in Wichita to basically protest the verdict. But he didn't gather a bunch of people to protest. He decided to practice his First Amendment rights by wearing a hoodie with the hood up, and he also had a sign around his neck that said the following: "If I don't stand for something, then I will fall for anything. Hashtag rest in peace, Trayvon Martin."
Outrageous. Well, I hope they tore that thing off of him. I mean, that sounds like he's inciting a riot, right? I mean, stand up for something in a free country.
It's illegal.
Yeah, that's got to be illegal, right?
It's illegal, right?
So,
they arrested him, right? Tell me they arrested him.
Well, they did arrest him.
Oh, thank God.
Mall security, which by the way apparently has like some power. I didn't really think that they did, but mall security went up to him.
Didn't you see Paul Blart?
I did. I just thought it was a movie, but it turns out it's pretty accurate.
Well, they got to call the cops in, and here they did. But
Yeah.
apparently they can like detain you, call the cops come in, and then they do the bidding of the mall security.
Yes. So they asked him to take his hoodie off, and he reluctantly did so. But before he took it off, he said, "Why am I not allowed to wear a hoodie when this very mall sells hoodies?" Which is a great point.
No, let's pause there. That's a devastating point.
Yes.
Like they said your hoodie is by definition dangerous. Just the act of wearing a hoodie. But you sell the frickin' hoodies. Then why are you selling these dangerous? By the way, and also in America, especially in a place like Kansas, guns are not dangerous. Hoodies are dangerous.
Is this a black kid?
He is a black kid.
Of course he is.
Mark Zuckerberg, they wouldn't make him take his hoodie off. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
So the mall actually does have a code of conduct, and it does ban hoodies. It says, wearing apparel that obscures and or conceals the face, including but not limited to hoodies or masks, or apparel that may provoke or incite violence is prohibited. So in this case, the security felt that the hoodie incited violence. They were uncomfortable with it. So he did reluctantly take it off. However, then they asked him
to... Took off the whole sweatshirt or just removed the hood?
They wanted him to take off the hoodie.
The entire sweatshirt.
The inside, yeah, the entire.
He had to take off the sweatshirt. By the way, that statement doesn't say anything about guns. Guns don't incite violence.
Yes.
Hoodies and masks incite violence. Masks, at least I get. I mean, if you're coming in, etc.
Hold the place up. You don't want
But
to
if
be
you're
able...
coming in with like a University of Kansas Jayhawks hoodie inciting violence, my guess is that they're not going to come up to that guy. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Definitely.
yes.
Right.
So the story gets worse. So he has that sign around his neck, and they tell him that he needs to take the sign off. And he says, "No, I'm not going to take the sign off. This is protected under the First Amendment. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not inciting violence. This is just me, doing freedom of speech." And the cops, the mall security tells him, "No, you got to take it off." And he doesn't listen. He goes near the food court, and then finally they decide, since he refuses to take off the sign, they are going to call authorities, and he did get arrested.
Handcuffed, let out for saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That dangerous statement. He's already taken the hoodie off. He's not in violation of even their stupid code. They're like, who cares? Arrest the kid. Now, it's about, that's already insanely outrageous. It's about to get worse, because wait till you see the hypocrisy of what they do when they have actual people inciting violence.
So the following day, there were a group of protesters that protested near the mall, and they were very upset at the fact that Bohannon got arrested. They felt that it wasn't right. And while they were protesting, there were these two white men that showed up just to troll them. In fact, one of them wore a black shirt that said the following, and I'm going to quote it verbatim: "This shirt can say nigger because it's black."
See, it's very clever. Jimmy, you're a comedian. You see how funny that is?
Oh, it's hilarious, Jim.
Yeah.
Was the t-shirt black?
So now these two fat asses show up, and I can say that I have immunity. I'm fat, and they're trying to goad about the 50 people that have gathered. And we've got tape, right?
We do have tape. Just take a look at their reaction. It's insane.
Now, what did we find? This is crazy. When did we find it? Now. Okay, y'all, we're here. The meeting is over with. Let's go.
Don't fall for the bait, man. Don't fall for the bait. What was your point, though, really, man? Just to incite a riot? Well, you thought that was funny? No, seriously, I'm not being funny. I'm serious. I want to know, did you think it was funny or something?
We want to
I just thought it was funny.
Our shirts don't have the
Yeah, we're not.
That's all right. The shirt's black.
Nothing happened to them, and that's a case where people were actually trying to incite violence. So that's the ridiculous hypocrisy in this story. It drives me
So
crazy.
this guy will have a lawsuit against the mall, against the police department, the city, and he'll win.
Well, we hope he wins. But, they definitely handcuffed him and arrested him. To the adjudication, we're not clear on it yet. But he had a sign that was perfectly safe. That just said, "Hey, stand up for something," right? They had a sign saying "nigger," right? I mean,
Yes.
and went to a protest full of minorities, and very reasonable to suspect that somebody might get upset about that. But apparently, the cops there think like, "Oh, that's not inciting violence. Have at it, Hoss. You're fine."
Well, I mean, look, nobody should be arrested. Those white buffoons who are, two of the dumbest people in America. I mean, they shouldn't get arrested either.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Now, look, what they did to the black kid in the mall was outrageous. But to me, you can wear any shirt you like. It's America, right? And to me, it's not inciting violence to go. Like, it's much more inciting violence to go with that shirt than it is to go with a hoodie or a perfectly fine sign to the mall. But I don't think it's fair to say that's inciting violence either.
I disagree. I don't think that they should be arrested either. However, I do think that they're inciting violence. They're purposely going to black protesters wearing something that, of course, is racially charged. They're trying to provoke some sort of altercation, and it would lead to violence. And I know the protesters handled it perfectly because they didn't give in, they didn't cave, and they didn't start a fight, right? But they're trying to rile people up, and that's an issue.
So I don't disagree with you, and that they brought the videotape hoping something bad happened.
Yeah.
That's the camera was a tell sign, And at the same time, God, the protesters were brilliant
Yes.
there. First, they're like, don't take the bait. That's absolutely right. Second of all, I love the way he just simply approached them and was like, did you think you were being funny? And they got all like awkward, like,
Yeah.
oh.
It was weird that they got awkward,
You know,
right?
right? Like, you think they would be more aggressive, and they're like, oh, God, we seem like clowns. I mean, I got that from his facial impression. Anyway, so great job. That's how you should handle it. Kudos to those guys, right? Now, but to me, you get to wear any shirt. You get to wear any sign. It's America. So people don't get to attack you. I don't care how inflammatory it is. So, I mean, look, you remember in the Elian Gonzalez case, I went with a sign in the middle of the Cuban community saying, let Elian go, send Elian home.
Cuban community, you went to the house.
Yeah, I went to the house. Now, people would say, oh, well, obviously the Cubans are going to be angry and assault you. No, not obviously. We live in a free country. And I didn't call them any words. I didn't say anything. I just thought the kid's got to stay with his dad. And what happened? I got viciously attacked by about 100 guys. And everybody was like, oh, you had it coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I don't know what you're saying. I thought we lived in a free country. So I hate those guys in the black shirt. And I agree with Ben, among the two dumbest people in America. But you can't attack people for what they're saying on a shirt.
It's like the Westboro Baptist Church. Like, you want to attack them, but you don't attack them.
That's right.
They have the right to wear those shirts or hold those ridiculous signs where they say God hates fags or whatever it is.
But can we? But you know what we could do though is we can just follow those guys, and if it's raining, we could shoot them. Right?
Yeah, and by the way, did you
Self-defense.
notice?
Yeah.
Did you notice that the white guys in the intimidating shirts were walking really slowly?
Yeah.
And remember, in the Trayvon case, if you're walking slowly, that's suspicious.
Yeah, they
right?
had something in their hands too, I bet.
But by the way, it is insane that if there was an altercation there, whoever had the guns wins.
Wins.
Because it doesn't matter who starts the fight.
Right.
If you feel that you're in any kind of danger. I mean, there's 50 guys there, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the two guys have the guns, right?
The white
they
guys.
come in with AK-47s, which is possible, or AR-15s, right? And they incite people, or if that doesn't work, the shirt doesn't work, they push somebody. They push them back.
Yeah.
Self-defense.